Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
This is everything. Like, in the end, Jesus is the prize. Jesus is the treasure. He's the one that's adored. And I think within movement and church planning, we fall into this trap as well. We can make it more about the mission than the maker. We can make it more about what we must do rather than Jesus is it. He is the means and the end. And what's amazing is when you put him at the center, like a white hot love for Jesus, of making him your first love, abiding in him, missions becomes natural and not stressful and burdensome at that point. In the end, we will get Jesus. Mission will be over. There will be no more unreached people groups. There will be no more going. There will just be Jesus. And so we're not calling people to DMM. We're not calling people to CPM. We're not calling people to practices, tools, methods. We're calling people to a king, to a radical surrender to a king that looks like poured out lives of adoration and obedience. And when we do that in the right way, when we're laying down our lives in worship for the king, missions becomes the most natural, responsible, easy thing to do because we're looking to him. Just like Stephen before he was stoned, like we see him.
Exactly. And it reminds me too of, King David, as he was continually pouring out these songs of worship to the Lord in the good times and the bad times. But one thing that he said was, there's one thing that I would ask and that I would seek, that I would behold the beauty of the Lord and dwell in his house. And that is exactly it. Like Zach was saying, it's the abiding with Christ. It's beholding his beauty that then motivates us to go and to share that with the world.
I love how you guys are using thoughts like it's the only natural out of that worship, out of that intimacy with Christ. It's the only natural. You even, Zach, just said the only responsible thing to do. I mean, if only Christians would latch on to that reality, that this is the only responsible thing that we have to join Jesus on mission. In fact, that's the byline of this whole podcast. Know God's heart, join his mission. That's the pulse, the pulsation. And then on top of that, maybe juxtaposing it, Megan, you just said, even in the good times and bad, describing David. Regardless of the situation, regardless of COVID-19 or COVID-20, shall I even say that? I hope not. But what's coming next? We don't know. Regardless of the circumstances, though, that intimacy is what drives us deeper into his heart and then outward into the unreached.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.